Tonight we're going to do Happy Dance Worthy Sick as a Dog chicken noodle soup that's also good for you out here on the Blackstone double-sided griddle. We got to get started. First thing first, let's cook a little chicken. Okay, that one there, that was always easy. This one, I've lost some hairs on my knuckles with this one. I've worked on it while we were home this last time. Let's see if it's any better. There it went.
You could tell?
Yeah, I heard it go whoosh. You didn't hear it? I didn't lose any hairs on my knuckles. I don't have many left. There you go, Bob's your uncle. We're here at Boyd Lake State Park, which is just outside of Denver, on our way to the national park at the Rocky Mountain National Park. And this is our view. Pretty cool. And also, I'm not using green bottles or anything because as we get closer to California, those things are going to be banned. So I have a hose that connects up to the external port on the base camp. Let me show you. Connects right there. Runs all the way over here to my tailgating setup that you guys have seen before. I used this tailgating setup just because one time I forgot to bring the table. It turned out to be such a great thing that I went ahead and added the pad that we bought when we bought that thing on the inside to keep the rough part of it from being so rough on everything. I added that. And now this is the way we cook at almost every setup, if we can park close enough to get that hose to make it to the griddle. This is where our Pup Dog Maggie cooks. So after so many hours of driving, it may seem crazy to cook, but anything that's got the word simmer in it, you can just substitute sit down in your chair for a while for the word simmer. And that lets you sit down and rest while you're cooking. And if your wife happens to be trying to get over a cold, you know, all your grandmothers have always told you, chicken noodle soup, that's a really good thing to help you get over a cold. So that's what we're hoping is that's going to help her to feel better and should be a good meal. Might be Happy Dance worthy. So I started to cut the chicken up like I do on my Blackstone at home, which has, you know, the normal rolled steel cooking surface. And then it hit me that this has a non-stick surface on it, and I really shouldn't be using a knife on it. So I got it off and put it on a cutting pad here on the tailgate. And it's working pretty good. I'm gonna cut it up into smaller pieces and then cook it for another 4 or 5 minutes, and then it'll be time to combine it all up. We'll be eating here pretty soon. So in they go.
Simmering.
Yeah, this is here simmering now, and remember what I told you that means? When something says simmer, that means you can sit down over there. There's a sunset tonight at the campground. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. We're going to break these spaghetti noodles really up. They're protein plus, something we can eat with our diet. Break them into thirds and put them in there. That's a good way to do that. I don't know who taught me that. Okay. Man, that looks good. This is just about ready. You may be asking, why are we not using the regular grandma style noodles? And well, you could, and we could get whole wheat noodles that would look more like the noodles you would see in a chicken noodle soup, but we actually really like the angel hair thinness of pasta. And this is a pasta that's made out of whole wheat that we can eat, because Lynn and I have been on an anti-inflammatory diet for what seems like forever now, but about 4.5 to 5 months. And so we've adapted almost everything that we cook now to work with that diet. If you're not on that diet, I would put whatever tastes the best for you in there. For us, we just put a little bit because we don't want a lot of that, but we do want that taste and that kind of texture. So, and we don't have a ladling spoon or anything else we can get this out with. So you're going to watch me do this. It's going to be a little crazy. We're going to use a measuring cup to get this out into our bowls, but it'll all work out in the end. And once you taste it, it's going to be good. So I only have, how you doing there? Think it's going to be happy dance worthy? I only have one pot holder. I'm a little delirious because we're pretty tired from driving for 3 straight days, but I have some paper towels. I'm going to wad them up. And if it burns too much, I'll drop it.
You gotta get a spoon tomorrow.
I told you, that's crazy there. But this will work. Look at that. Get a little bit of juice. Let's get a bite. Let's see if this is happy dance worthy. Why do we call it happy dance? Well, because when you eat, especially when you're out camping, what you eat needs to make you want to do a happy dance.
There you go. He's gonna get up and dance.
That's good. That is happy dance worthy, sick as a dog chicken noodle soup with spaghetti instead of noodles. Let's see.
I told him spaghetti is noodles.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. Like Grandma puts in her chicken noodle soup noodles.
What does Grandma put in there?
I guess what you put in there, since you're a grandma. It looks good though, and it tastes good.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, kind of.